Hello, friends, and welcome to today's session. Uh, Today, we are going to talk about financial independence, and in this video, I'm going to share about some premises related to financial independence that nobody has explained in such an easy way. So, most of the time, when we talk about financial independence, it is usually sounds like it's a magical destination that we have to reach to. But the real secret is that the financial independence is never a number. It's more about having a cash flow system that will help you to achieve your financial goals. Let me explain this to you in a Bollywood style, which says, बाबू भैया ये पैसा है सबको नचाता है. Now, what does this mean? That money controls you until you control your cash flow. And that's true regarding financial independence also. Unless and until you don't control money, the money will start controlling you. So in next 20 minutes, I'm going to show you one of the most important thing that people miss about financial independence. And they keep chasing big numbers. At the same time, they feel stress mounting as they keep chasing the next big financial target. Whenever people think of financial independence, what do they hear or what are their self-talk? It's like, bas 1 crore ho jaye. I just need 1 crore and I am all set. I need 2 crore and a house. I am all set. I don't need to worry about my life. Do you know that in the journey to achieve this big number, they uh, they become so stressful that they just miss that goal of achieving financial independence. And why they want to achieve financial independence? Because the reality is the financial independence is never about big number or goals or target. It's about the system that you would want to build for yourself that will help you to achieve your financial independence easily. Let's not make this journey of a financial independence like a hero who is struggling and there's one big scene, one big win, and the movie ends with credit. Because the real life does not work that way. In real life, if you're earning 1 crore and you can still be worried every month, you can be having very high salary and still you feel stuck. Because the financial independence is not about how much you have. It's how long your money can support your lifestyle without you working. So, what does financial independence mean for a general public or for people like you and me? Financial independence means you have a freedom from forced work. You don't have to force yourself every day morning to go to work. You can say no to toxic work, toxic bosses, toxic organization. You can take break without panic. You can change career without fear. So you have an adequate money with you where you can handle monthly income gaps very calmly. This premise of financial independence is usually overlooked, and I would want all of you to think for yourself how would it make you feel if you have an option to say no to your boss to not work on weekends, if you have option to take longer breaks or more holidays, if you have option to change career and go and pick up a high profile, high income job. This you can do only when you have adequate cash flow with you that can meet your monthly expenses. So, whenever we see about or when we hear about financial independence on different social media platform, it's not an achievement to achieve. But in real sense, what does it mean to have financial independence? It means that even on a random day, if there is an expense that has hit which you had not foreseen, or there are some health issues that have happened, or suddenly the market falls, or your income stream stops, can you stay calm and can you still meet your day-to-day expenses? If answer to this question is yes, then I would say you are on your journey to achieve your financial independence. But if you're panicking in such situation, then it's time that you build a system that will help you to achieve your financial independence with peace and with calmness. So, how do we design the system of financial independence? This system is based on two parameters. basically the two pillars. The pillar one, which say talks about low fixed expenses, which is lower EMI, bills, lifestyle commitment. It would also mean having a moderate and a decent lifestyle that so that you don't spend out all the income that you get. Your expenses are lower and you have some portion to put it in your saving account that will help your money to grow easily in a good way that would lead you build your pillar two, which is relatable cash flow from asset. This pillar two implies that you are able to generate income without having an active work life. Now, what does this mean, generating income without having an active work life? It means that you are generating income from interest, which you've put in debt fund or some fixed deposit. You have a dividend income generating out of your equity investment, or you have a rental income that comes from property that you've put on rent. Any source of fixed income that is helping you meet your day-to-day expenses would fall in the pillar of reliable cash flow from asset. So the financial independence system is built in such a way that you lower your expense and at the same time build your asset base so you have more control on your time and your cash flows are there to meet your expenses. So let me take the example of two people, and here I would want you to let me know who among this person A and person B would be on would faster reach their goal of financial independence. The person A has 1 crore of net worth. Their monthly expenses are rupees 1 lakh, which makes that yearly expenses to be 12 lakh per year. And the same time, there's person B whose net worth is 50 lakh. His monthly expense is 35,000. The yearly expense is around 4.2 lakh a year. Assuming that both of them earn same salary, who you think would reach their financial independence much faster? Definitely person B because he is his monthly expenses are much lower, which gives him lot of room to make investment in a good quality product that will help him to generate income, thereby achieving financial independence much faster because he needs less cash flow to survive on a day-to-day basis. You know, now let me explain it to you. The real villains of financial independence, the real villains are the fixed expenses that consume majority of your salary. The fixed expenses can be in nature of home loan EMI or car EMI. Sometimes this expense becomes mandatory, like a home loan EMI. You are building an asset, but mind you, it takes away a lot of the income that you are getting. It could be credit card dues, subscription that you may or may not be using, kids' school fees, lifestyle upgrades that you need to maintain. It could be like buying a new iPhone because all my friends are buying it, going to a luxurious hotel for dining experience, traveling foreign location just to be with my friends and enjoy lifestyle that they are enjoying. The underlying premise of this fixed cost is the invisible chain that it is putting you in, which makes it extremely difficult for you to think anything beyond than your monthly fixed expenses. So in such situation, even if you are earning extremely well, you may still feel trapped because your monthly cash flow is fixed and that fixed cash outflow is leaving very less room for you to invest that amount. You let me tell you, picture अभी बाकी है मेरे दोस्त because the financial independence journey isn't when you hit that particular number. It's complete when you set up a system that will help you to protect yourself and your near and dear ones from financial shock and still maintain a life that would ensure your basics necessity are being met. So the system or the layers of financial independence are there are three layers of financial independence, which is the first is survival or safety, which means you should have an emergency fund of around 6 to 12 months of expenses in a liquid form. So if there is any need, your necessity like food, clothing, shelter, or medical bills, being adequately taken care of, and you don't feel stress around this. So if your monthly expenses are maybe around 10,000 per month, then around 60,000 to of 60,000 rupees to 1,20,000 is what you should keep in emergency fund. So you are able to withdraw that money easily and meet your basic necessity. Second, I would say the second layer of financial independence is stable base cash flow. Now, what does this mean? Stable base means the reliable income source to meet your basics. It could be your salary income, but over and above the salary income, it could be interest on fixed deposits that you get it on a regular basis, or an interest you get from bond or debt funds, dividend income that you get from equity investment, or rental income if you have any property being let out on rent. This reliable income source can really help you to have a base cash flow, so your monthly expenses, which is your oxygen mask, is being taken care of. And third is the growth or a protection layer of financial independence. So it means that all the savings that you have from your stable cash flow to invest in an equity fund that would in alignment with your risk taking capability, your goals for life, as a result of which you are able to beat inflation in real terms and have adequate equity reserves or cash reserves that will help you to meet your lifestyle cost, which is ever rising. The biggest problem is that most people directly jump to layer three, which is an investment in stock, which means that once they get some income, they would start investing that money into equity fund or direct equity, whereby ignoring survival and safety in measures. Because if you put majority of your money into growth plan, you are definitely protecting your long-term future, but you are missing the parameter that what if on an immediate basis you need money. And if you miss this, you may face challenges on a short-term basis, even though you have a capital that would ensure that on a longer term you have adequate money to meet your expense. So I would say just think for yourself, uh, assign numbers to all of these three. Think about financial independence into these three aspects, which is survive, stable, and grow, which will make it easier for you to have a peaceful day. Now, we heard in starting that people says for some people financial independence is 1 CR, for some people it is 2 CR. But let me tell you, the financial independent number is very personal and it differs from individual to individual. I would urge each one of you to never get influenced by any of your friends or relatives who say that you have a reserve or corpus of 1 crore and you are financially independent. I would want each one of you to take paper and pen and do this exercise along with me. This will help you to determine and understand what is your financial independence number and what is the amount of corpus that you need to build for yourself so that you can retire early and enjoy your life. So the six basic parameter of financial independence number are: first is monthly expense. What are your expenses on a monthly basis? And this would include your food, clothing, shelter, which are your necessity, your travel cost, uh, your dining cost, meeting friends, or going out with friends, attending wedding ceremonies or different other ceremonies that is part of your lifestyle. What is the expense that you are incurring on a monthly basis? Then I would urge you to ask yourself how many dependent you have and what is the amount that you have to invest or keep aside for your dependents, so they are not so that your dependent are not facing any issues or trouble and it's easier for them to meet their lifestyle and meet their goals and aspiration. This could be events that you would want to celebrate with your wife, going out, having a personal time with your wife, things that you would want to do specially for your dependent, like your kids, up over and above your school, their school education. It could be maybe making their birthday celebration special, or taking them to a destination that they always wanted to, or putting them in a hobby class. What are these numbers talking to you, and what is the requirement? The third would be the insurance coverage that each of the dependent and for yourself you need to have, in the premium amount that you would pay on this insurance. Fourth, if you are staying in your rented or own home, the monthly household expenses that you will have to incur. Are there any health risks being faced by you, your spouse, or your parents or your in-laws? And is there a monthly expense commitment to meet this health risk? Lastly, the lifestyle choice that you and your spouse have jointly made, and the amount that you would want to allocate to enjoy lifestyle that you enjoy today for a longer duration. So think for yourself, come up with a number that would meet all of these expenses. And this number is your monthly freedom cost. Let's move forward. And here I would like to say, whenever people talk about financial independence, one common thing that people say is, I can be financially independent when I have higher income, when I get next best promotion, when I get a job with 30%, 40% hike. And we are in this zone of chasing higher income always. Let me tell you that there are some money leaks that are sabotaging your journey to financial independence. That is reducing your freedom cost. And these are like useless EMIs that you pay. Maybe you bought something which is buy one, get one free, and they gave you an offer, buy it on EMI. And you said it's so harmless, it's very small amount. Why not I take it on EMI? This EMI is a monthly commitment, and it's causing you some mental stress. Then there are some lifestyle debt that we tend to put ourselves into, and it's very important that we avoid this lifestyle debt, which would be like buying a new phone upgrade, even though my existing phone is good enough to for me to stay connected with people them whom I know. But still, I want to go for a new upgrade because my friends have done that. Or maybe a new car, or buying a luxurious outfit, or going to a luxurious place, dining at a five-star restaurant. All of this are lifestyle debt. You have to decide what is the lifestyle that you want to make, and which are the avoidable lifestyle debt that you can put in place so you are not under the burden of commitments. Thirdly, I would say there are a lot of recurring subscription that we put ourselves into, some magazines, some app, gym subscription. There are a lot of subscription that we put ourselves into, but we do not avail those services. So if there are any such subscription that you've put into, I would urge you on immediate basis to cancel all of this subscription, or make it them as a part of your lifestyle, so you are able to enjoy it and you are not wasting your money here. Fourthly, I would ask you to see, are there any lifestyle upgrade that you can do on a slow basis, instead of buying a next phone that is being launched, or new electronic gadgets, or a surround system, or a luxurious gym membership, or traveling to a foreign location? Are there any lifestyle upgrades that you would want to do it on a slower basis, so you are at much peace level than under burden? Lastly, I would ask you to reflect and understand, what can you do to increase your saving rates. Once you are able to reduce the unnecessary cost, which is acting as a leakage in your journey, it will reduce your stress level, and it will help you to become financially independent at much faster pace. So here, I want to let you know, financial independence isn't a crore target. It's a lifestyle and a cash flow design that buys you time and freedom. The easiest way for you to achieve financial independence would be to lower your fixed cost. Have a strong buffer or corpus in place that will give you peaceful sleep. Ensure that the corpus is generating reliable cash flow to you, and it's also growing to beat inflation. A combination of all these four factors will help you to become financially independent, become less dependent on your salary, and enjoy a peaceful and a happy life. So, here, before we close today's session, I would want you to write down in a comment section what is your monthly freedom cost and what are your biggest expenses now, and how do you plan to reflect on your expenses that will help you to make a healthier lifestyle. If I would say, if you like this session, then I urge you to share this with all your friends who says बस 1 करोड़ मिल गया तो लाइफ सेट है, मुझे कोई टेंशन नहीं. 1 करोड़ is not the target. Your target should be lifestyle and cash flow design that will help you build time and freedom. If you enjoyed this session, please comment in comment section below. I love to read all the comments, and I'm here to help you in your journey to build a healthy and a peaceful life financially.